What's going on today, guys? It's the end of January. It's cold, but the sun is shining for once. So I'm trying to get out. I got a few different things to do today. This is a Bermuda lawn, and I'm trying to run through some of these Bermuda lawns today with Pre-emergent. What I'm using for Pre-emergent on these for my winter or my spring, so-called spring, while they're dormant, is Shore Guard Flumioxazin. Fantastic product, but I'm combining, well, we'll get to what I'm doing later. But anyway, then I got a new housing place, like a townhouse place that's Fescue, and I went by and checked it out and just drove through. It looks pretty wet, pretty anemic, so we're gonna try to get some fertilizer out on that today too. So multiple different things today, so stay tuned, it'll be riveting. What we're seeing in this first one we're spraying today is pretty typical. Little POA outbreaks and edges and a little out in the middle. But what I'm putting on them ought to handle that. So goodbye, POA. And here's my nephew's place that I smashed the Dallas grass out of it with that Tribute Total last year, or the end of last summer, toward the end of last summer. Holy smokes, this thing is still clean as a whistle, except for where his dad, my brother-in-law, had sprayed his edging with glyphosate to because he got tired of edging it. We got to get that kid a lawnmower and get him doing it himself. But man alive, this thing is clean. But we're gonna address these edges, and he might have a few things popping out here and there. So to get his Pre-emergent down, we're gonna use the Shore Guard, and I'll talk a little bit about how I want to use Shore Guard. That's some clean damn Bermudagrass there, people, except for the edges where, well, anyway. All right, let's get to mixing. Okay, with the Shore Guard, the Flumioxazin, we're gonna go with about 12 ounces an acre of Shore Guard, and you got some options here. We want to add something in to make it kill stuff even more. Sorry. Anyway, so you can either run you about up to an ounce in this dormant Bermudagrass of Manor methylfuron methyl, or you know, if you want to live on the edge, you can put you about 16 to 24 ounces of glyphosate in it. The one I just sprayed, I put glyphosate in, and this one I'm debating. It's pretty cold. Glyphosate is not going to do very much right now, but my thinking alone, there's no clinical evidence as far as I know to back this up, but I'm thinking in conjunction with this Flumioxazin, it ain't gonna matter. You're gonna kill stuff. But anyway, I think I'm gonna just put the glyphosate in. So I run about 24 ounces of glyphosate per acre with about 12 ounces of the Shore Guard Flumioxazin as my Pre-emergent. The Flumioxazin has plenty of pre and post activity. In this dormant Bermudagrass, it should pretty much blow up anything that's green, is my understanding, and along with that glyphosate, should be getting it done. Like I said, the weather's pretty cool. It's in the 40s right now, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. This Flumioxazin is super penetrative, so it'll get right into anything, and it should ride that glyphosate right on in there. So I'm gonna get to mixing and go to it. He did say he had an ant problem too, I almost forgot. So I'm gonna add some bifenthrin XTX, STA, whatever the hell it's called, the 20-some% bifenthrin. It's kind of oily looking, but I don't know if he's talking about my wife or, you know, because that's his aunt, or actual. doing a different kind of striping here. This is tracks. You can really see it in that dormant Bermuda. Of course, now I get ready to go and the wind's howling. The idea behind this shore guard application is it's going to be more effective than something like barricade, prodiamine on things like goosegrass. So, and it's pretty effective on poa annua. It can have pre and post effectiveness on poa annua. So, which if you were trying to do a pre-emergent, semi-post-emergent application to eradicate poa annua, you would want to come out. The timing is tight on this in my area, and I didn't do it this year. I couldn't. The weather and the grass was not cooperating. So what you would want to do if you wanted to get a pre and post application on things like poa annua, henbit, you would need a late fall application. You would want the Bermudagrass 100% dormant in November, December. It's tight, and you don't want the poa annua really germinating much yet, so you'd want some really young poa annua and dormant Bermudagrass in November, December. So timing is tight on that one. What we're doing here is we can post-emergently kill the poa annua, and we're going more after the pre-emergent effects on your summer weeds like crabgrass and goosegrass. You would generally want to time this as late as you can before the Bermuda starts to green up. If you get too late, you will set that Bermuda back. But I mean, you're not gonna murder it. But with glyphosate and all that, you want to be careful. This is probably a little early, but by the time I finish getting to all of them, it's going to be the end of February or further on. We're at the end of January here, and the route I'm taking is trying to kill what I've got up with the combination of the shore guard, the flumioxazin, and glyphosate. In some instances, I might use about an ounce or a half ounce an acre of methylfuron. But either way you roll, you're gonna get with some stuff. But I feel like I'm gonna have a little more effectiveness on goosegrass than I do with prodiamine on this. Getting out this early on these, more than likely a good strategy might be to follow up in about March with about a half pound of prodiamine on them, just to stretch that crabgrass preventativeness all the way out through August. All right, there we go. Boy, still got his Christmas decorations up. I don't know if you can see them down there, but there's dead ants curled up all over this thing. And slowly moving ants. They didn't like that too good. I'm not a huge fall pre-emergent guy on warm season grass for a couple of reasons. I usually can't get to it because I'm so busy with fescue during that time of year, and it's just me. But I mean, if you got a bigger operation or if you're working on your own home lawn, I mean, if you want to get down that fall pre-emergent, go for it. But I mean, I feel like if you can give the grass a break from a pre-emergent, because they are kind of hard on it, and plus pre-emergents like prodiamine and dithiopyr are really hard on your turf, and plus the more and more you use them, the less and less effective they are. But the main reason I don't usually get a fall pre-emergent on warm season grass is because I can't get to them. I'm so busy with fescue that time of year. And the main thing you're going to see in them, especially after you treat them for a while, it's just a little POA. Then you can clean that up with something like what we're doing today. The shore guard glyphosate combination, shore guard methylfuron manner is surefire, man. It's a great way to go on your Bermudagrass, dormant Bermudagrass only. It'll blow up any other kind of grass you try to put it on. Anyway, well, I'm going to get to this fescue real quick. I'll show you a little peek of it and give you a little overview of what I'm going to do. We're really not going to cover much of it in this video, but there you go. I already sprayed this little subdivision right here. It looks all right now, actually. I would love to be able to spray that today. Some of these units are sodded in Bermuda and some of them are sodded in Centipede, so I can't get on it with what I'm spraying right now. But the new target for today is another mowing company has picked this up over here. It's Fescue. I drove through it yesterday. It's really anemic looking fescue. We'll get out and check it out. Again, this is totally unrelated to spraying pre-emergence on warm season grass, but this is what I'm getting ready to tackle here. Fescue just looks a little downtrodden, so we're going to get a pre and post emergent on it and fertilize the bejesus out of it. Maybe I can cover that in another video. I almost forgot to add this little tidbit in. The shore guard is fantastic to use in your plant beds. It'll keep them super clean. If you get about 1/4 ounce per gallon in with your normal load of glyphosate or glufosinate, whatever you use for your weed control, the shore guard will have a really long residual and keep you clean for months and months and months. You might only have to spray those beds a couple times a year if you throw that shore guard in there. So it's a little trick to prolong keeping those beds clean. Another revenue stream if you want to keep, spray your beds for your weed control clients. Just thought. Well, that wraps up another exciting day in weed spraying and fertilizing. I appreciate you guys sticking through and watching, and I'll check you out next time. Thanks for watching.